Lane Hutson for Calder.
Man, did you watch that game? Do I have to recap this one? This is a special one. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's talk about it.
Hey, wake up. It's game day. Time to go support the guys at the rink.
This was a game of Dr. Hyde and Mr. Jekyll. And I screwed that up, didn't I? This was a game of Mr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde. Did I screw that up again? This was a game of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Took me a couple of times to get that right, but I probably, edited those other tries out. Yeah, this was a slow-paced game for like 2/3 of it. But the game heated up a lot, and it was exciting. It's kind of like when you're playing a battle royale and it's going really slow, but you're getting better gear, and by the end of the game, you're set up to win. That's what this game was like. Speaking of being set up to win, guys, we're doing great. We're almost at 11,000 subscribers on my channel. We're clicking again like when we were in January. This is huge. I have sponsors reaching out to me. I'm not interested in the sponsors. It's just not the right fit for the channel. If I end up going with a sponsor, you have my word that it's going to be something that isn't in your face and has some sort of adjacency to hockey. Anyway, please, if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you. Turn notifications on so you know when I upload a video. Subscribers, you know what to do. Like the video. Let's see if we could beat our last big pinnacle. And comment down in the comment section. Any sort of engagement, I think, helps. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into recapping this game because this is going to be fun. All right, on commence avec la formation de départ. Starting lineup. Let's see who we have playing tonight. And there's some surprises here. Nozekatan, our forwards, Caulfield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Heinemann, Newhook, Laine, Dvorak, Evans, Gallagher, Zeta, Kapanen, and Armia. Yeah, that's right. Kapanen's back, and the reason, or probably what propelled this to happen, Josh Anderson is out tonight. I want to wish an early congratulations. I know this is, is this in bad taste? I'm not sure, but the likelihood of the reasoning is he's inviting his new son or daughter into this world. Congratulations, Josh Anderson, the powerhouse. No défenseur, our defenseman. Matheson, Carrier, Gouli, Hutson, Struble, Savard. Et finalement, notre gardien, Montembeault. Montembeault's back in net. Roll the hot goalie. Tomorrow against Nashville, I'm expecting to see Dobesh. That makes sense, right? So we drop the puck in the first period. There's a big, long stretch of the two teams just trying to figure each other out. Patience, a lot of waiting for mistakes. That's the nice way to put it, right? And there were lots of mistakes. There was turnovers. There was giveaways. And then there was Slavkovsky losing his guy and this happening.
Kelche onto the wing. Trying to connect with York. Hands it off in front. Score!
Of course. Ryan Poehling going to make it 1-0. Slav got behind him. The Flyers broke out. I mean, this was a good play by the Flyers. This isn't all on Slav.
We let the people decide.
They built the play. They played in all three lanes. They got the puck across. Good puck movement. Yeah, Montembeault's going to be behind on that one too. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. So moving on, Carrier. We see Carrier hit Mishkov in the face just about as hard as he could with his stick. It's going to be a 4-minute penalty for high sticking with the presence of blood because Mishkov was cut up all night. His nose was just red. But what's great about this penalty kill is Montreal is generating chances. They look really good on the penalty kill. So they kill that off. And then Cam York, he's going to go to the penalty box for delay of game. On the power play, we see Hutson, Slav, and Caulfield combining to try to bang it in. And we see Hutson catching Caulfield in front. But ultimately, the power play is fruitless. So that's going to do it for the first period. Not a lot of action. 1-0 Flyers. Flyers led in shots as well, 7-4. Canadiens only had 4 shots that period. The second period begins, and we see Sam Ersson with an incredible save on Evans and Dvorak.
Evans with Gallagher going to the net. Evans dropped Dvorak. Oh, what a glove save!
There's times in this game that I thought, Sam Ersson must be like one of the best goalies in the league. And by the end of the game, he had faced a lot of shots, and he looked pretty good. And here's another nice demonstration of how good Sam Ersson was playing. Yeah, gosh, it looked like they were playing for a playoff spot out there almost. But But the Habs continue to generate chances. They're buzzing now. They look a lot better in the second period than they did in the first period. And Peltier takes a slashing penalty. I think it was a slashing penalty on Caulfield. So they're going back to the power play. This time the power play was pretty rotten. They didn't generate much. But afterwards, we see Slav sending Suzuki a one-timer, but he gets denied by Ersson.
Disappointed!
So that's going to do it for the second period. I told you. This game's kind of a snooze fest. 1-0 for the Flyers, but shots, 12 for the Flyers, 15 for the Habs. So they're trying. It's not going in. Ersson's making a good fight of it. So the third period starts, and this is where the action happens. Gallagher to Evans, but Evans can't find the net. What if Evans instead passed it to Gallagher?
Dvorak for Evans. Jake Evans center. Gallagher score!
That's going to do it. Gallagher gets his 20th goal of the year. It is the renaissance of Gallagher. Really happy for Gallagher, considering everything he's going through. I hope that he looks back at this season and says, man, that was a great season, but hopefully there are better ones to come. So you're feeling pretty good after that Gallagher goal. And then this mind-blowing goal happens. And I mean, just go on social media and try to find timestamps for when this happened, or go on Reddit and look through like the Montreal sub or something like that. Anyway, check it out.
It's a stick. His car keys and wallet, I think, are there too, but he skated away and left them. Here comes Hutson. Lane Hutson scores!
I think that what's happening is you get too used to how good Lane Hutson is. He brings this puck all the way south to north and puts it in at the most awkward angle above Ersson's shoulder. Man, like the easiest assist Suzuki has ever gotten in his life. Still, I'm still reeling from this one. I mean, just look at the guy's reaction from the blue line. Hudson's blue liner buddies are like, their minds are blown. But they don't stop. Dvorak and Gallagher team up for some nice chances. And then Slav puts Couturier into the boards. Kind of a dangerous one here. Slav's going to go to the box for 2 minutes. And then I think this happened on the power play. Montembeault has to stay sharp. Montembeault played a business-like game tonight. But the defense, I mean, they did an incredible job protecting their goaltender tonight. Philadelphia ends with 23 shots on goal, and a lot of those were not high-danger shots. So still on this penalty kill, Jake Evans takes it the other way. Wouldn't it be cool if Jake Evans or somebody on the team got a shorty?
Nick Suzuki, he's first on it, around the net. Suzuki, down to one knee, back up, shooting, scores!
Wow, like Suzuki, man. He's demonstrating every way possible that he is an incredible two-way first line center. This is the captain. He's the captain of the Montreal Canadiens. That's going to be 3-1 for Montreal. Gooley gets an apple on this one. And you know what? Suzuki is over 82 points, right? I think he's over 82 points at this point. This hasn't happened since 1992. In fact, it was Kovalev, and I think it was like 2007. And then before that, I don't know, Vincent Damphousse maybe, or I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So it's winding down. There's about 3 minutes left, and Philly calls a timeout, and they pull Ersson. The Flyers are pouring it on. Monty is standing strong against a flurry of shots. And now with 2 minutes left, this always seems to happen, right? Montreal takes a bad penalty. Matheson sends it right over the boards for a delay of game. It's really hard not to join the mob online with the pitchforks and the torches for Matheson. But I mean, he's playing 26, 27, 28 minutes a game sometimes. Yeah, he's going to make 2 or 3 mistakes a game. I just wish they wouldn't immediately lead to goals like this one.
For Paling. Now back to Konechny, and Evans had his stick knocked right out of his hands. Konechny in front, scores!
The thing with this is Jake Evans gets his stick slashed right out of his hands, which happens to be the lane they use to put this puck in. Forster finds the back of the net, a weak one. Trickles its way through past Monty. There's only like a minute left of this game, though. Can the Philadelphia Flyers come back? No, they cannot. Montreal hangs on. It's going to be 3-2 for the final. A great game, but you kind of wish that it was just the third period. Period 1 and 2 was like one of those filler episodes you would see in like Dragon Ball Z, where it was all talking or they were just trying to find a MacGuffin. Anyway, so Montreal is now 4 points ahead of New York Rangers, who are their closest competitors. I will say, though, Detroit and Columbus each have a game in hand. They have 77 points each. So essentially, New York, Detroit, and Columbus could all be at 79 points, 4 points behind Montreal, with 6 games remaining. They have 6 games left. One of them is tomorrow against the Nashville Predators at 8 p.m. I thought it was an early game tomorrow for some reason. That wouldn't make sense because they just played today. On Tuesday, they play against the Red Wings. That's going to be a crazy game. On Friday, they play the Senators, another crazy game. And then it's a back-to-back. They're playing the Leafs. Oh, that could sting. I really hope that they beat the Leafs. Or I hope that they're in a position at that point that a loss against the Leafs isn't going to be like something that puts me in a coffin. They play against the Chicago Blackhawks on Monday, April 14th. And then the final game of the season against Carolina again. That's on Wednesday, the 16th. Ooh, it's really coming down to it, isn't it? If you want to know my thoughts on the remaining games, go and check out my video that I put out. I can't remember when I put it out, but I go over the Habs, the last of their schedule, and I also talk about their competition and what kind of games and what kind of schedule they have in front of them. They just have to keep winning games. But if they win tomorrow against Nashville, which they should, but they might be, a little bit tired from today's game, that puts them in a fantastic spot. Let me know your thoughts. I always check out my comments. I love hearing from you guys. Try to even crack up down there. I love reading your jokes and fooling around and stuff. Sometimes you give me a hard time. I don't mind that. That's funny. That's some funny stuff. That's going to do it for me, guys. Hope you're having a good weekend. I'm having a great weekend, especially after tonight's game. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to get out to do something with the kids. Maybe just a walk around. We live by a nice park, a nice walking park. What's the weather like tomorrow? Oh, actually, it's not supposed to be nice weather tomorrow. I don't know. We'll figure something out. So don't forget to like the video. It helps me out with something. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you as part of this community. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.